All right, I just auditioned for Dragon's Den, and you'll never believe what happened. So if you're new here, I sell dick-shaped charcuterie boards, blah, blah, blah. So I didn't really think I had a good shot of getting an audition because ultimately, like, I doubt it's something they're going to show on TV, given the explicit subject matter. But just on a hunch, I sent an email to Dragon's Den being like, hey, this is the website. What do you think? Is this something that you guys would let on TV? And they're like, you're more than welcome to audition. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. So I get there, it's pretty casual. It's like 4 side by side, like those classic folding tables with 2 producers per table, per contestant. Audition was just in front of the producers. It wasn't obviously the Dragons at that stage. So yeah, super casual. You have like, but you do have like a lot of time with them. Some people were there for like half hour. Mine got cut short, and I'll explain why. I was closer to like 20 minutes. But some people were speaking for like upwards of half hour, 35 minutes. Those that like they were really kind of grilling them. But obviously when it came to mine, they were just like, well, I'll get into it. I start setting up and like they kind of start raising their eyebrows a bit and being like, what the hell is this? And so like on the email, it said, prepare as if, you know, you're pitching to the Dragons. So, you know, I do my whole spiel. Pretty much the premise was like, I'm here to settle the debate, does size matter? Spoiler alert, it does, especially when it comes to charcuterie. That was kind of like my zinger, my closing before, you know, open up the stage for questions. And yeah, they just like really didn't fuck with it. They really didn't vibe with it. They kind of wrote me off immediately. And I could tell like once they dismissed me in their heads, there was very little I could do or say to bring them back. So it was kind of like a lost cause, but you know, it was a good experience. You know, I met some cool founders along the way. I was actually wearing, ironically, by chance, kind of like the same outfit as the people working there. So people started asking me like where to sign in and stuff. I was happy to point them in the right direction. But it just goes to show like the kind of day I was having at the time. But yeah, so the whole thing was like kind of a nightmare and a lost cause, but at the end of it, so they're like, yeah, like, all right, we're no further questions, like, thanks for coming in, blah, blah, blah. And then one of the producers is like, hang on a sec. And then I just turned to her and she goes, you know what? I think I'm going to take one. And I was like, you just spent like 20 minutes roasting me. Now all of a sudden you want to, like, make up your mind. You can't have it both ways. So I was like, you mean like right now? She's like, yeah, I have a bachelorette tonight. I think this would be great. I'm like, thank you. This is exactly why I'm here. They are great. Like finally, you know, I made a believer out of this woman. So I was like, yeah, sure. So she literally e-transferred me on the spot. And then I sold one to one of the producers of the show, which I thought was like pretty cool. Like is a big testament to the brand and the brand's ability to resonate with its target audience. You know, she had a bachelorette tonight. You know, we do tons and tons of bachelorettes, so there you go. And yeah, so like that was kind of a funny moment, ironic moment, because like, you know, here they are like ripping me to shreds for 20 minutes and then they ended up putting their money down for one. So it's like, beats me. But anyways, that was kind of like a little bit of a silver lining to the humiliation I felt auditioning. But yeah, all in all, it was fun.